what's up, Primetime Squad? How's it doing, y'all? I hope everything is okay with everybody. I know it's late. I was meaning to go live earlier, but I'm telling y'all, sorry, I'm just putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. But I'm telling y'all, earlier today, I don't know what happened. I came down with a headache, and it was like not the kind of headache where it was like just totally unbearable and you might need to go to the doctor. It wasn't that kind of headache, but it was just a throbbing headache, and it seemed like nothing was working. And I was like thinking, my son, he came in my room and he was like, "Mom, why your room so hot?" I'm like, "Is it? Do it really feel hot in here to you?" And I'm like, maybe that's why my head hurt. Because I done told y'all before that my room is like the hottest in the house. And I think that's because like a lot of homes with the master bedroom is usually like, I don't know why, but it seems like every house I move in, the master bedroom is like on the side where the sun is most of the day. So I think that's why I always get stuck with the hotter room. But anyway, I took me a nap. And when I woke up, it was going down on these YouTube streets, and I will talk about it a little bit after my review, but I want to get through this review first because I know it's late. So even if not too many people show up during the live, I'm sure, you know, when you guys actually watch the live, you know, watch the replay, please make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell I can't even talk. Please hit the notification bell so you can get all my live notifications and when I upload. But anyway, y'all, these Married to Medicine women, I don't know what to say about them. I'm like, dang, I mean, how long is y'all gonna hold on to stuff? I'm like, they need to file a grievance with one another, because these ladies, they can't let nothing go. I mean, first it was Quad. You know, we saw how Quad, she straight up clowned Simone. She straight up clowned Simone when they was at the location where they were supposed to be meeting to try to work things out, try to rehash things out. And she came up in there, I mean, on 10, on 100. She came up in there and she was going off about something that happened last season at the seafood boil at Heavenly's house, and just rehashing stuff that Simone had already apologized for, you know. And again, like I said last episode, Simone, when she apologized, especially on the last reunion show, when she looked Quad in her eyes, she looked it so sincere when she apologized to her and told her she was sorry. If there's anything that her or her husband Cecil could do for her, please, you know, feel free to let them know. She wanted to be there for her because they weren't there for her the way that she wanted them to be there for her, you know, during last season when she was going through it. Well, she's still going through it, but you know, when she was really going through it with her husband Gregory and their divorce process, they weren't there for her the way that she should be. So she's still holding grudges, you know, against her for that. But, you know, hopefully they can move on past this after this last episode. Jackie, I think she, you know, did a good job trying to bring the ladies together, trying to get, you know, what had happened was Jackie and Mariah, well, I wouldn't say they was beefing, but Mariah was beefing with Jackie, you know, over that comment. And I understand, I totally understand Mariah. Jackie, for some reason, Jackie is a very, very, very smart woman, but for some reason she didn't understand why Mariah was so upset. Like you said on national TV. Well, okay, it wasn't national TV, it was a podcast, but this podcast is now on national TV because they played it on the TV show. But anyway, talking about, you know, her being on drugs and, you know, like hard drugs and stuff without having any facts. And that's really not cool. As far as you being a doctor, you know, as far as you not saying like she broke any HIPAA rules or anything like that, but just from being a doctor, being in medicine, and releasing some personal information about somebody like that, being on drugs or something like that, when you have no proof, like Jackie knew better. But you know what? She had to get back at Mariah for somehow, and that was the best way I guess she figured she could. Now, I think that really went well with Jackie apologizing. She seemed sincere. Mariah seemed like she accepted it on the way home from them eating out. You know, she was talking and she was like, you know what? I just really hope, you know, that we can move forward. That we can move forward with this situation. I hope that everybody was really, really sincere. Really sincere about, you know, being apologetic and everything. I really think Jackie, you know, now understands. Like, she could have understand, you know, before, but I think she really understands now. Now, as far as Simone and Heavenly, I did not think that they were going to, that when they had went out, when Jackie had set this all up, I did not think that they were going to come away hugging it out. I definitely did not think that. Simone and Heavenly, out of that feud, that beef, I had said several times, Simone, why are you so upset? Like, why are you so upset? Everybody knew that Cecil didn't have a job. We knew when he quit his job. Well, not quit. We knew when they had downsized, laid off and everything, and he didn't have no job. And then he had tried this quick money. He had put his money into something. I can't even recall what it was. But she, you know, first she was hesitant. She didn't want to do it. She's like, nah, I'm the only one working. You want us to put our money from our savings into this, you know, investment or whatnot. I don't even remember what happened, but I think it was a fail. But anyway, you know, she was the only one working. She was the breadwinner of the house. We knew that. So she was like super upset because of the fact that she claimed she confided in Mariah and Heavenly. But even this last episode, Heavenly was like, but it wasn't a secret. Heavenly is confused. Like, it wasn't a secret that your man didn't have a job. But I guess what Simone was trying to say was, they might have known, or we might have known, that Cecil had been laid off from his job or fired or whatnot. But we probably didn't know that Simone had a problem with it, with him being off of work so long, and Simone really wanted him to hurry up and find a job. But come on, still if you got a mate, a boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife, and y'all live together and y'all pay bills together, of course, if they have been off of work for a long time, you're going to want them to be trying to find a job. So you're going to be not sitting around like, oh, you know, coming home from work, and how you doing? How was your day? How was that couch? How'd the video games go today? Did your friends come over and keep you company? You know, of course you want them to get a job, and you want them to get a job ASAP. So still, I think Simone over exaggerated. She was way over the top for no reason. Cecil still shouldn't have came at her. And then that's another thing. Simone was like, but that was something that he had said that was already out there. Okay, so was Cecil not working? That was already out there too. But she didn't put that on social media and say, oh, Cecil, you're not working. Come power wash my house. No, Cecil started it. Your house is dirty, such and such and such. Even if he repeated it, it's the same thing. Which goes back to kind of like Jackie and Mariah. Jackie had heard, you know, from Quad that Mariah supposedly, allegedly was on hard drugs. And Jackie repeated it, and not only repeated it, but she repeated it on a podcast, which ended up being aired on their TV show. So anyway, you know, it's all the same thing. It's all the same game. But hopefully after tonight, after Jackie and, you know, them got together this evening, hopefully everything will be fine. But you know what I thought was really funny? When Jackie came over there over Quad's house, and she was looking at all that food. Now that food looking really good. Quad can cook. Now I ain't never tried her food, but if Quad don't know what else to get into, like remember she had the little doggy the doggy business where she was making doggy clothes and all that kind of stuff, and I can't remember what else she had got into, but if she don't know what else to do or which way to go after her divorce is finalized and everything like that, I think she should probably open a restaurant, especially down there where they at. I mean, there's so many black businesses, so many black thriving restaurants down there. So, you know, I think that would be something good for her. Jackie, for her to be so healthy, why would you do all this? Why would you, when you can just buy it already made in the store? I'm like, Jackie, is you on a health kick or is you not on a health kick? Because every time you turn around, like up until now, she was always, you gotta eat the best of this and eat the best of that, and she wants to drink all her food and all this kind of stuff. So Quad gave her options. Quad wasn't eating that chicken breast. Did y'all see that? Quad had, I don't know if it was steak that she was eating, but it was darker. I don't know if it was a pork chop or whatever, but it was dark meat. Excuse me. It was a dark brown color, and she had the chicken breast. Like, she specifically made sure that Jackie had something healthy to eat when she came over. So then she was like, but why you buy it when, and Quad was like, because it wouldn't have the Quad's touch if I just bought the food already prepared at the store. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand, Jackie, because you is like the one on the show who always make us believe that you are always on a health kick. You always running, jogging, you know, all this kind of stuff. You done had several times where you done put things in motion, put events together for ladies to work out, you know, the husbands and everybody to work out, and you know, these boot camp type of things. So anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. But as far as excuse me, as far as Toya goes with her sons, again, I'm so sorry for your loss, Toya. I think I said that before, but if I didn't, I want to let you know, her know. She'll probably never see this video, but I just want to put that out into the universe that I am so sorry about her loss. I, along with a lot of women, have had that happen, you know, in their life where they've had a miscarriage. And it can be really, 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 really detrimental to your mental, to the man, to the woman, sometimes harder on one of the two, but in this case it seemed like it is a little bit harder on her children, on her sons. And I really like the way that her husband went about the situation when he found out that the boys are having issues, and it seemed to have issues in school, and it seemed to have like after they found out the baby was gone. And when they sat down and talked to the kids about the situation, they was telling them, you know, basically, you know, life happens, things happens, but when you feel like really, really sad or really, really angry, you need to reach out. If your parents aren't there, if it's school, go to your teacher, go to your counselor, go to your principal, go to a pastor, go to an uncle, auntie. You know, I had just heard today from a cousin. She had posted it on Facebook, and she said one of her children's classmates, a 5th grader, a little girl, committed suicide. Just, I think either this weekend or yesterday. And so I like how they were sitting down with their children and trying to tell them, you know, how to deal with their feelings and to reach out and talk to somebody. And then my cousin had even posted on her excuse me, on her Facebook page that she wished that, you know, there was something here in our city for children who might need somebody to talk to. Like, they have stuff like that for grown-ups, but for little children who might not think that, and I don't even know how something like that would work, because most parents, when their children are going through stuff, they don't want their children to have to confide into somebody else, because they feel like, if I can't get through to my children, ain't nobody else can get through to my children. They just feel like, you know, they're the only person that their kids should be allowed to talk to. But sometimes kids need somebody else to talk to. Not saying that the parent is not doing a good job. So rest in peace to that little girl. I did tell my cousin that if she was to get involved with something like that, let me know, because I would definitely want to be involved with something like that. I have always thought about not necessarily being a counselor or something like that, but being like and working in like an outreach, like whether it's a for domestic violence or drug abuse or child abuse, just being one of those people that people can talk to and, confide in and things like that. So I always want to get into something like that. So if that happens, I sure will let you guys know. But I was really, I really liked the avenue that Toya's husband took when he was saying, the baby might have passed, but keep in mind, you guys, this baby was so small. It wasn't even like, it wasn't even like a fetal yet. He said it was a cell. And the baby was, her son, one of the sons was like, oh, it's a cell? We have cells? And, he took it from like a scientific point of view to let them know that, the baby was so small. It was just really a cell. And we're all made up of a whole bunch of cells. And the baby was just one cell. And then, babies, they turned into 2 cells, 3 cells, 4 cells. Then they became fetuses. And, he tried to break it down to them that way so they can understand. Because when kids think of something like that, the baby died, they probably thinking this baby that, they can hold and change the pamper and give them a bottle, So sometimes kids look at things, at a different perspective, and you have to break it down to them. Sometimes you just have to break it down to them a different way. So I do like the way that, he broke that down to their kids, and hopefully they won't be showing out in school. Hopefully they won't be showing out in school anymore, because Toya looked like she's the one who would be like, out of the 2 parents, like she would be the one to like break them off something. Like, listen, if your teacher called me one more time, Toya eyes get really, really big when she's upset. Like, if they call me one more time, it's on and popping. But yeah, so I hope the best for them. Now, as far as Dr. Contessa, what do y'all think about that? The whole school thing, when she was talking to Heavenly, I didn't totally agree with what Heavenly was saying, as far as, you are the mother, you the wife, you ain't supposed to leave your kids. The kids are supposed to be, where's your place? Where's your place? And Contessa kept saying, in my heart, in my soul, in my mind. Heavenly wanted her to say at home. A woman's place, a wife's place, a mother's place is at home. That's what she wanted her to say. I agree with both of them though. Like, Heavenly, I understand a mother's place is at home, a wife's place is at home, but sometimes you make sacrifices. Like, sometimes in families, relationships, marriages, it might be one or the other that they have to work out of town, that they have to drive out of town, that they have to fly out of town, that they out of town every month, maybe 2 weeks here, a week there, depending on what kind of job they have. And they usually have that job before they even got married. So it's like, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. She's trying to take her career to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And she wants to get into public medicine, public health. So she, from what we thought, her and her husband had came to agreement. But from now, since then, it seems like maybe he didn't agree with her leaving out of town. Or maybe she needs to show a little bit more appreciation to what he's doing. I think they just need to sit down and they need to discuss it, and maybe, weigh out their options. Or maybe she needs to try to find out if there's maybe a closer school where she'll be gone so many days of the week, But she's been in school, I think, like 4 or 5 months now. So if the school is paid for, I would probably recommend finishing out the quarter or finishing out the year or something like that, and then try to see where it goes from there. She did say to Heavenly, she was like, the mother should be with the children. She had suggested she take the kids. He wasn't having that. He was not having that. And I understand you ain't about to uproot the kids and move them out of town with you, and you in school. You in school all day. So that didn't make no sense unless she was trying to say that she wanted the husband to move down there as well. But then he has his job. So, I don't know about that. But I wish them the best of luck. But Heavenly, again, I agree and don't agree with her comments. Like, sometimes you have to make sacrifices, and especially if you're trying to take your career or your education to the next level, sometimes you have to take sacrifices, and sometimes you might have to be out of town here and there, to do what it is that you need to do. That's just that's just me. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. One thing I did want to mention, I have saw on the blogs about the next episode. Now, we have saw some previews of the next episode, and in the previews of the next episode, it looks like there was a party. There's a party, and this party, you're not supposed to wear anything or come clothed, and your whole outfit, your whole attire is not supposed to go over $500. So Toya, you saw her there, in the previews. They was like, hold up, it's a $500 limit. But Toya, I mean, not Toya, but I'm sorry, not Toya. I meant, yeah, I'm right. I'm tripping. Yes, Toya, when she had walked in, she was like, the earrings only cost $25, the top costed $2 something, the shoes cost $1 something, the pants cost, I can't remember, $50, $75, something like that. So basically her whole outfit, she claimed, was under $500. Now, what I saw on the blogs was that Jocelyn Hernandez, y'all remember Jocelyn Hernandez? Y'all remember Jocelyn Hernandez. But anyway, she is from the Love and Hip Hop series. She don't play on there anymore. But you know what I'm saying? She had kind of got into it with Toya at that event. And the reason why she got into it with Toya at an event, and this is what I want to ask y'all. First of all, do y'all believe that being a full-time mother, housemaker, housewife, whatever you want to call it, is a full-time job? Or do you think that's just part of being a mother? Because that's the whole reason Jocelyn Hernandez came for Toya at this event, which we are going to see, on the next episode. She was trying to tell Toya, that ain't no full-time job. You staying at home, and I call it being a mother. I don't think it's a job. Toya disagrees. And I'm sure a lot of mothers out there who are in Toya's position, usually by choice. Most women stay home and be a full-time mother or housewife or homemaker by choice. They do it by choice because they want to be there when their kids get home. They want to be there when they wake up. They want to be there to help them with their homework. And they want to be able to clean the house all day and scrub the floors all day and cook 4 meals a day. Y'all know what I'm getting at, and they usually enjoy doing it because if they didn't, they would get a job, you think. But anyway, Jocelyn was trying to tell her that's not a full-time job. That ain't no job. That's just being a mother. You need to get a job and all this kind of stuff. Then she went real low. She said, but if you want to believe that that's a job, Toya, go ahead and keep living in that world. We gonna keep letting you live it up, not paying y'all taxes and things. She went real low, like the shade. And when she brought up the taxes, they said the whole cast of Married to Medicine, just they jaws was like for real? Did she just bring up Toya taxes? That was like a dig at her saying, okay, if this is a full-time job, your taxes should be paid. Is that what she trying to say? You ain't getting paid for being at home all day. that's why your taxes ain't get paid. I thought, boy, I cannot wait to that next episode. I'm surprised to see Jocelyn Hernandez, you know, up in there in the first place. But anywho, I'm looking forward to that episode. But y'all let me know what y'all think about everything I discussed, and what y'all think about that being a full-time mother, a full-time housewife, homemaker. Do y'all consider that really a job? Or do y'all consider that is just something, you know, that mothers, that's just being a mom? Like being a mom. So I don't have no say on that, because I've never been a homemaker or a full-time housewife, or, you know, I've never been a stay-at-home mom. I always worked 2, 3, 4 jobs, whatever it took to take care of mine. So, you know, hey, I don't have no rich doctor husband making $200,000-$400,000 a year. So a sister got to do what she got to do, and one thing I cannot do is stay at home and be a, you know, stay at home mom. we ain't got it like that. It does not pay too well for me to be a stay at home mom. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I thought the episode was really good. I hope that their relationships mend and wounds heal, so that they could be the, you know, the group that we came to love in the first place, with them all hanging out together. You know, of course everybody gonna have their little, you know, their little beefs every now and then, their little disagreements and everything, but overall I hope that, you know, it all works out after this meeting Jackie put together and everything. So anyway, again, make sure you guys tell me what you thought about the review, what you thought about the TV show, and that question I asked you about stay-at-home moms. Don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And also, if you didn't check out the video that I did earlier this morning, I was called out because on my social media pages, my Twitter, Facebook, IG, on those pages, as far as this platform, I post my email, you know, just in case people want to speak to me, want to have me come out on a scene, whether it's like a crime or a complaint that has something to do with, you know, whatever, you know, a concern about something going down in the city. And so I did one earlier this morning. It was a neighbors having issues with trash and odor and all that kind of stuff. Please check out that video. I did that video this morning, and hopefully those neighbors will get things resolved and they won't have any issues anymore, you know, within a week or so, from what, you know, I told from, you know, investigating and being on the scene. Hey Roxanne, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just now wrapping up this video of this live review I did on Married to Medicine. But you guys, I just want to make sure you guys know my email is TanyasPrimetimeTV@outlook.com, especially if you stay in the city that I am, in Omaha, Nebraska. If you have any concerns, any complaints, anything you want to discuss, like any unresolved issues with whatever has to be with, whether it's school or work or, you know, your neighborhood or the police or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. Please feel free to reach out to me. I can come. I can do your story. Any news that you think we could use, just hit me up. TanyasPrimetimeTV@outlook.com, or you can IG me. Hit me up on Twitter or on my Facebook page, Tanya's Primetime TV/media reviews. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Make sure you hit the like button, share button, and subscribe. Thank you very much. And Roxanne, thank you for tuning in to the chat tonight. I really appreciate that from you, love. And everybody, please enjoy your night. Stay safe, be blessed, and I am out. Deuces. Stay safe, be blessed. Deuces. Oh, let me read your comment before I close this out. You said, hold up, where is it? Okay, you said, I feel like it's a job as a full-time mother. I had to work 2 jobs to take care of my kids. I wish I could have stayed home to take care of my kids. I don't like working. You know what? I kind of feel the same way you do.